You gotta walk.
I don't want to go home. All my friends are
It
here.
all started at a bar in Daytona Beach, Florida, when an intoxicated 22-year-old refused to leave the property. Believing that knowing the owner made her completely untouchable, she pushed officers to their absolute limit. But just wait until you hear her unbelievable excuse in the back of the cruiser.
I grew up here. I live right across the street.
I don't care.
I'm going in the bar that I want to go in to see all of my friends.
You're not going in the bar. Security has said I can trespass you. Either leave now or go to jail. It's your choice.
You want a piece of gum?
Do you understand? Yes or no?
For what reason? Give me a reason.
Okay, I've already explained it to you.
He's been very nice so far. If you do not leave right now, you're gonna go in handcuffs. You're gonna go to jail.
Trespassing for what reason? I'm 22 years old. For what reason? For what reason? I'm 22 years old.
So listen, she's being very nice to you.
No, she's not.
No. So listen, I don't want to see you go to jail tonight.
I live right across the street. It's what's pissing me off. All of my friends are here.
That's irrelevant to the point. I understand that. I get you're frustrated. But right now, I don't want to see you go to jail for trespassing, so please, you gotta walk.
I don't want to go home. All my friends are here. Like, I'm 22 years old. All my friends are here. I grew up here. I live right across the fucking street. I live in Calhoun Drive. What the fuck?
Everything you're saying right now, though, is irrelevant to the current situation.
What am I saying that's irrelevant
You're
to the
saying you're
situation?
22, you live here, all this is irrelevant information
Exactly.
to you. You're not being allowed here right now.
Why am I not being allowed here right now? Because she's a girl cop and she's a bitch? What the fuck am I not being allowed here for?
A business owner or their manager has the absolute right to trespass anyone from their property for any reason. Legally speaking, whether you know the owner or live across the street is completely irrelevant once you are officially asked to leave by the manager.
So another irrelevant statement that you just made. They want you
So what am I not being allowed here for?
The business doesn't want you.
The business does not want you here.
Why doesn't the business not want me here?
The security has said that they do not want you in their business.
Why?
They don't have to give a reason why. It's private property.
No, I want to know why, because I live right across the street. I'm 22 years old. Why am I not allowed here?
That's information.
What's your name? What's your badge number?
My name is Deputy Shelby Carroll, and we don't have badge numbers.
What's your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
Every sheriff, every officer has a badge number. You even know a badge number?
Do you see a number on my badge? No.
No?
Correct. So you need to leave. Respectfully, security has told you you need to leave. We have told you you need to leave.
Why?
We're giving you
But
every
why? I'm
My name's
asking you
Tim.
why.
I'm the manager here.
I'm best friends with so many people that own bars here. I live right across the street. I don't know why I'm not allowed to come in here.
I'll explain to you.
Explain to
When
me.
you came in, the male that you were with, you started arguing.
No, we didn't argue. I asked if I could talk to
we
him.
are the
He
ones
said
that
no.
make that decision, and we felt that you might have been a threat because of the
Why
behavior.
was I a threat?
So at this point,
Can you go talk to Johnny?
well, I don't know who Johnny is, but
Oh, you don't know Johnny who owes
here's the deal. If you don't leave, we can arrest you for trespassing because I've already asked you to leave. They've asked you to leave.
But why? Why?
I just explained
You
to
need to
you.
No, you didn't give me a
need to
very
understand
valid
this.
reason.
Listen.
I'm 22 years
Listen.
old. I grew up right across
Listen.
the street. I know everybody who knows every bar that owns. I know everybody that owns every bar on
got
this
it.
road.
What's your first name?
I'm not telling you that. I
I'm
would
just
like
trying to be
to
respectful
give.
to address you properly.
I would like to give a valid person my ID that knows my family that will let me in.
It doesn't make a difference who your family is.
Growing up
It
right
will
across the
not.
street, I've seen other
I know you know everybody. You know everybody that knows everybody. We've already been over that. Right now, you're wasting their time.
I don't care if I'm wasting their time.
Okay.
They were rude to me.
No, they weren't. They're
Yes,
doing
they
their job.
were.
Ma'am, I did. Should have gone.
No, why am I throwing in jail?
Put your hands
No, you hit me my phone. What the fuck?
Officers cannot simply release an intoxicated individual who is actively causing a disturbance. From a law enforcement perspective, she has become a liability. If the officers let her walk home and she were to be injured or cause an accident, the department would be held legally responsible for that negligence.
What the fuck are you putting me on the ground for? Give me my
I
cell
gave you
phone.
every opportunity.
No, what the fuck is happening here? You give me my cell phone. I'm calling my mother.
Stop.
You understand?
Stop fucking touching me.
No. I have to search you.
No.
I have to
Are
search
you recording?
Yes.
Fucking badge number.
You're making it way worse on yourself.
What's her badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
My friend's her. What's your badge number? Why am I going in the fucking car?
The transition from a verbal warning to a physical arrest happened the second she refused to provide her identification while being legally detained. In most jurisdictions, failing to identify yourself during a trespassing investigation is an automatic escalation to a resisting arrest chain.
Going in the fucking car. Why?
Put your feet in.
Why?
You were given every single chance you possibly could have got to
Because
walk
she
off.
was mean. She was fucking mean. I live here and she was mean.
I mean, I gave her way more opportunity.
Yeah, more than this.
I asked one question to my ex.
So, no, you didn't just ask him one question. You followed him around for 10 minutes.
No, I didn't follow him around for 10 minutes.
You kept grabbing at him. He kept telling you to stop. I watched it happen.
No, I would love to look at the cameras and take it to court if that's the case.
But you're not being charged with domestic battery. You're being charged with refuse to leave a property after being asked by an owner or a manager and resisting.
And I know the people. So I don't understand why this guy, who doesn't really own the bar, is asking me to leave.
He's the general manager of the property.
He's the general manager. He doesn't know.
So if security says you're not allowed in, you're not allowed in.
I grew up at that bar. I've been to that bar since I was 6 years old.
That has nothing to do with anything. Who you are or how many times you've been at that bar has nothing to do with what happened tonight.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not a spring breaker who does some stupid ass shit. I'm a girl who lives here and I just got broken up with her and it makes me really upset. Why do I have to go to fucking stay the night?
I've explained it to you.
Yes, but I don't understand why.
They can't release you because you're intoxicated. You become a liability at that point.
I become a liability to who?
To the people who release you. Because if you're intoxicated, obviously your motor functions aren't correct and your mind is not in the right place, or else we wouldn't be in the position that we're in now. You would have listened and understood when you were told by security, by me, by my partner, and by the general manager that you were not going to be allowed in the business and you need to leave.
I don't understand why is the issue. Even if I were 100% sober, I wouldn't understand. I've had one shot and I still don't understand. I'm not allowed in a place of business because I talked to a boy who broke my heart.
Okay.
Releasing a drunk suspect is a legal nightmare. It's called liability. If police let her walk home and she gets injured, the department is legally responsible.
My partner and I both saw you. Okay. We discussed.
Was it 10 minutes?
We discussed if.
Was it 10 minutes?
We discussed if we should say something to you.
Was it 10 minutes?
Okay.
Was it 10 minutes?
Okay.
Exactly. No, it wasn't. It was maybe 3 minutes tops, and you were like, "You're not allowed in." What's your name?
I've told you 3 times
Tell
already.
me again.
Okay. Deputy Carroll.
It does. It does. And if you don't have it, you don't fucking know.
Annabelle was charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. She pled no contest, received a 1-year ban from the bar, and paid court fines. Like and subscribe for more.